Today I'm riding in St. George, Utah, and I'm riding the Kentucky Lucky Chicken Trail here. It's right in town, and I'm partway up the climb, and here's a view of the valley. That's to the north there. And Hurricane's out this way. But I've stopped at a spot that's kind of cool. So there are some optional lines on this trail. I'm going in the counterclockwise direction, but there's a line that comes right down here to this ramp, this rock dirt ramp, to a gap jump across the climb trail to this landing down here. So it looks like a pretty cool feature, but you've got to have those kind of skills, which is a little beyond me, because it's a, I don't know, it's a 12 or 14 foot gap. So I got to carry on with my climb. So I'm now near the western edge of the loop, and I got a gripe about the trail here, and there's trail braids all over the place that are unmarked. And so even though I intended to come up in the counterclockwise direction, I got so turned around, I actually came up in the clockwise direction up the switchback. And I passed the high point on the trail, and the switchback section looks very scenic and very cool. So it's probably, in my opinion, better to roll with a little bit of elevation and pace down some fairly technical features, which were climbable, but I think the more fun will be going down the other direction. But anyway, at this point, I'm just below the microwave towers up here. The microwave tower is up here, and here's the view from this point of St. George, and looking off to the north over here. So I'm not going to complete the loop because of that mistake. I'm going to turn around and climb back up to those microwave towers high point, and then to roll down that switchback section because it looks pretty cool. So let's go do it. So right here is a case in point. I came around this line here, around the east side of the microwave towers, but there's a line that goes up this way too. It looks like it goes around the west side of the towers. I don't know whether to take this or not, but it looks like this is the way it's marked out on Trailfork. So I'm going to stay to the line I came up in. And another interesting observation from here is, I don't know if this is a dirt bike area up here or if this is mountain biking, but this is kind of like the Bear Claw Poppy trail system, where there's all these mounds and dunes and everything, and it looks like there's some very cool free riding in there, if that's a bike riding region. I don't know, but anyway, if I zoom in, you can see some of the lines that people have trodden. Again, a split around this rock. It almost looks like people have carved out alternate routes around either challenging features and made an easier path, or found some very cool features to ride off the main trail. But unless you've ridden this area a lot before, it's hard to know which route to take, because I probably passed, I don't know, 6 or 8 different diversions. Again, right here, there's another diversion that goes up. I came along this lower line, but nevertheless, some pretty cool janky rock features to ride. Yeah, it's certainly scenic of the city from up here. And we ride out to the rim of this tilted mesa here. This very scenic spot here, I noticed on the way up. Kind of reminds me a bit of the rim you ride around on the Zen Trail. So there was another line that goes up higher up here. I think I will actually go check that out. Okay, I'm right on the southwest side of the microwave towers, and I see there is a little bit of a platform there, but I think the trail I followed up is actually a hiking trail and not a biking trail. But again, I have this incredible vantage point up here, so I'm going to turn around and head back to the main trail. So the idea of today's ride was to explore some trails here in St. George that I haven't ridden yet. I've ridden pretty much all the major popular trails here, and I was looking for something a little less conventional, something to ride for the first time. So hence this trail, which I don't think is on too many people's radar. But what do you do after you've ridden the 10 or 15 most popular trails in the region over and over and over again? Try something new. Okay, so I'm back on the trail now. So you got to really pick out the lines in here because they're very technical, or your wheel will get hung up on these very uneven rock surfaces. Yeah, so that was a bit of a challenge in there. And then these very cool switchbacks. Yeah, you can really get hung up on these very sharp rocks. There's a scenic switchback right there. Okay, hiker coming up. Hi, thank you.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, my thinking is that this trail is mostly hikers. The biking, again, not the most popular trail, but you gotta love the technical jank, because this is not a flowy trail, really. But it's challenging and scenic. There you go, look at that. Very sweet. Yeah, it's a little tough getting the wheels to roll through these janky, rocky sections. Hence the need for a little bit of momentum and pace. Yeah. Okay, here's a bit of flow, as much as we're probably going to get. Yeah, I definitely enjoy the technical challenge of navigating through these rocks. But on Trail Forks, when I was planning this ride, there was definitely controversy about whether the trail was a pain in the ass or kind of a fun trail. So I get that this is not everyone's cup of tea, because it certainly makes you work for it. Another scenic switchback here. Yeah, if you can carefully navigate between these rocks and find a really narrow line, you can actually achieve a little bit of flow. Oh yeah, I'm definitely working for this. Okay, back to the trailhead. Well, that made for an interesting and challenging day. Any time I get out on my bike, it's a good day. But this was a little more challenging than I think most people would enjoy, just because of how technical and janky it was. But if you're like me and you've ridden all the main popular trails here, it's certainly worth something to come and try something new and something challenging. But you want to be a strong expert level rider, I think, for all these technical moves, or this trail is going to beat you up. So thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time.